preserves or something like that, from your yard. But she made it out of watermelon rind. Yeah, okay. So moving right along. Here we go. So the last thing is, this is stressing me out. Sweetie Pie's Tim Norman debacle part 2. So the last time we talked, I'm just gonna I have a few things that we talked about last time, and I didn't have the exact details, so I kind of just gave you what I thought, and you all helped me. Many of you chimed in and you told me the information I did not have, so I want to make sure. Trey says she got them Troy Pontiac memories. I know you do. So I want to make sure that I touch on the information that you all gave me. So I appreciate that. So the first thing you all said, I had several people say to me, you kept calling her Miss Sweetie. Her name is Miss Robbie. Y'all, I know her name is Miss Robbie. I was drinking. I was drinking. So since I was drinking, I kept hearing in my head Miss Sweetie and not Miss Robbie. But I'm glad y'all told me anyway, so I can clear it up. So let me just say that. Somebody said, you got to put some respect on her name. Well, they didn't say that. I'm saying that. Put some respect on her name. Her name is Miss Robbie. Okay, we were talking about Miss Robbie, not Sweetie Pie. Somebody said, you can call her Sweetie Pie. Her name is Miss Robbie. I was thinking, whoever she was, she must not have been there in the beginning when she saw me pour that Avion in my cup. All right, so here we go. I'm sorry. So, of course, I respect Miss Robbie, not Miss Sweetie. Although, I like that. I like to call her that too, though. Anyway, Miss Robbie. Her name is Miss Robbie. I just put some respect on her name. All right, so you told me that Miss Robbie's boyfriend, who's Tim's dad, or the love of her life, was Tim's dad, was killed in L.A., not on Natural Bridge Road. So thank you for that. Miss Robbie at the time was, I'm putting all the information together. So Miss Robbie at the time was 2 months pregnant. And Andre was 10 years old at the time. But Tim did have another cousin who was killed on Natural Bridge Road. And once somebody said that, I remember that. I remember that now. At least the part about Tim having a cousin so he was a third person that was killed on Natural Bridge Road, but not Tim's father, but the cousin. All right. You also told me that I knew this too. That was part of me being drunk. Well, not drunk, but lit. You said Miss Robbie's lungs collapsed, not her vocal cords. That's true. But because her lungs collapsed, she didn't feel comfortable singing, is what I understood. But yeah, you're right. I said vocal cords. Somebody said, no, her lungs. So thank you for that. And then finally, Miss Robbie was 40. I didn't realize that because I said that, I was speculating on what it may have been like for her to actually to raise Tim from afar, and that she probably spoiled him, sending him stuff. And then somebody chimed in and let me know and said, no, Miss Robbie was 40 when she had Tim. So thank you for that. So she was able to raise him and was no longer an ICAT at the time either. So thank you. So I appreciate y'all comments because y'all commented, and that video, y'all came right in. Please do me a favor and share if you've not done that already. Y'all came right in, you commented on the video, and you shared the video. And that video, last I looked at, had I think 2,400 hits. So thank you for that. To like 2.3K, I think the last time I looked at it. So y'all did the damn thing on that Tim Norman video. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, moving right along. Let's see. Let me read a little bit of this right here. And Nicole said, and my mother's word, that liquor. Yes, that liquor did it, baby. It was the liquor. Now, what I have realized, though, this is my first time drinking Southern Comfort. I bought it for camping when I went camping. Corey and I went camping a couple weeks ago. And for those of you who are in this area, and even if you're not, y'all want to go camping with us? We have such a good time. Y'all, let's talk about that. Because we can do a girl one. We can just do all girls. We had Corey's husband was there, and I had my girls with me this particular time. But we can do all girls and we can drink a lot of this. But anyway, I found out that it's okay. What I do like about it is it's a little sweet. So I can pour it in my tea and not have to add anything if I don't want to. But in terms of, the buzz, but that Avion, something different. Okay. Moving right along. So here we go. I have a little bit to catch up on this right here. And you all can please tell me what you know. Anything else you know about this Tim debacle? Let me know. But this is what was reported on the 25th, and I had to read it because I just got this stuff out like yesterday. And then a piece today too. So it was reported on the 25th of this month, which was a few days ago, that apparently Terica Ellis tried to get out of jail. You know, she had her, I guess they call it your hearing or whatever it is, or arraignment or something. No, I think arraignment is a big deal. I think it's called a hearing. You all let me know what that is. Anyway, she had her hearing and she tried to get out of her hearing saying that, you know, she needed to go and spend time with her 2-year-old baby because her 2-year-old baby has sickle cell. So she said, this is not going to work. You know, I need to get out of here. And the judge said, sit your ass down somewhere. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going no damn where. Sit down somewhere and think about what you did. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. So, judge didn't let her go. All right. She, of course, has been charged in Andre's murder, but she's pleaded not guilty. All right. Her lawyers claim that she didn't know about the murder. All right. They said that you all know that she was the one who called Andre out of that house, right? But she claimed that she didn't know there was going to be no murder. She didn't know anything about it. She said that she really was just calling him because Tim told her that she wanted some help getting in contact with Andre. And this is the part I was like, oh Lord Jesus, that he just needs help getting in contact with Andre because Andre stole $200,000 out of Miss Robbie's house when it was broken into, which happened about 2015, I think it was. I didn't know anything about that, right? So when I heard this, I thought, the rabbit patch is just getting deeper and it's getting uglier and uglier. So I got to thinking about Miss Robbie. I thought, this is some shit right here. You mean to tell me that there was conversation about, well, it came up in there. I take it back. I might have known a little bit about it because I remember the police said something about it in one of the reports. But anyway, now Tarika, whatever her name is now talking. Is also talking about it, saying that she was told that Andre stole that $200,000 out of Miss Robbie's house, and that's really why she was pretty much saying that she was just kind of getting in contact with him because Tim said that he needed to see him, help her to help him get in contact with him. I don't know how true that is or how much she knew, but my thought was, I just kept going back to Miss Robbie, like, damn, that woman is a hard worker. That's very clear, doing her thing. And, almost at the end, we don't know what happens off camera, but very much at the helm of the matriarch of her family, clearly, right? Not just her child, and her grandson, but I'm talking about her family. She's employing her family. You understand what I'm saying? So I thought, what does that have to be? I'm moving ahead of myself. Let me keep going. If Terica is convicted, then she faces life without parole, and there's a possibility for death, right? Penalty of death. Tim, on the other hand, was arrested, of course, but wouldn't show up in court. Didn't want to be seen on the camera. Right? Did y'all hear about that? That he didn't want to be seen on the camera. Let me read some of this right here. Tracy says, I hate T. Nicole. Okay, I really made myself sick trying to get it down. Corey said camping is the best. All girls would be great. I think so too. I think we should do a 2 or 3 day. Y'all, let's do that. 2 or 3 days, just the girls. Oh, that'll be so much fun. Let's do it. Okay, Nicole said, you can't feel the buzz, make no mistake, but it's there. You can see it. Is that what it is? Nicole said, love you, gotta go. Bye, BB and Tracy from Cincinnati. Night. Thank you for coming by. Nicole. I appreciate you. I love you too. Okay, yeah. So did y'all know about that? The fact that he didn't want to come to didn't want to be seen on the camera. So I was looking at a couple of other videos, and people were speculating why they think that he didn't want to be seen on a camera. And somebody said, "Oh no, not you, because when you all were on the reality show, your ass was everywhere. Even your ass was everywhere. You know, like your ass was everywhere, and your ass was everywhere." I probably shouldn't have said that, but it's the truth. So anyway, I thought this though, and then somebody mentioned it. Somebody else mentioned it, and I said, "Nah, but that's what I believe." I don't know what has happened to Tim since he's been in jail, but my thought was Jim probably got his ass beat. Because think about this. It's already rough in jail. Everybody know that. It's already rough. And then on top of that, he in there with all that ass. Don't forget that part. You know, he in there with all that. Tracy, see you later. Thank you for coming, my baby. I appreciate you. And then on top of that, there are people that respect Miss Robbie just like you and I, just from seeing her on TV, right? And then some people that respect her just because she's an ICAT, right? She was an ICAT, that she's an original, right? So my thought is Tim probably didn't want, because twice he refused to be on camera, so he haven't been able to have his arraignment or whatever they call it, his hearing yet, because he refused to come and be seen. I think they beat his ass. That's what I think happened. And I think that his face and shit was probably all messed up, and he was probably like, I don't want nobody to see me like this. Now I could be wrong. I don't have any proof of what I'm saying, of course. I'm just talking. That's what I'm speculating. I think that his ass was tore up and he didn't want nobody to see his mug. Maybe we'll find out. I don't know. All right. And this was reported today. What y'all know about it? Tell me what you know about it. What you know. I don't know everything. So what you know, whatever you heard, let me know. Let me know. Also, please share the channel. We are, excuse me, that southern. We are growing the channel. We started out with, I just said to somebody when we started out 2 weeks ago, I think I had 64, 66 subscribers. And I think we're up to 240. I think it was the last time I checked. So we are growing, right? So thank you for helping me to grow the channel. I do appreciate that. Also, the Tim Norman video from last week, I think we had, well, last I searched, I think it was 2,300 hits. So thank you. I appreciate you. I do. Reported today, and it's from cheatsheet.com. It said, according to police files, every time I think about this, okay. According to police files, and this is part we didn't know, Andre was, just recently found out, Andre was a suspect in Miss Robbie's murder. But Andre suggested that Tim robbed Miss Robbie. Y'all, can you believe that? So there's a possibility, or it was in the streets, or it was in conversation, that her grandson robbed her. And her grandson said, no, it wasn't me. It was Tim. Y'all know that had to be a lot for Miss Robbie. And you got to do all this shit on TV, because my thought is that she had to know something about it. You know, how could she? Miss Robbie ain't no pump, for one. And she's a sharp woman. You can tell that. She's very sharp. I don't mean just by the mouth, because she's sharp by the mouth too. But I mean she's sharp up here. And she old school. So she a big mama. You know what I'm saying? Not a big mama, but she a big mama. Big mamas have a lot of wisdom. So my thought is, I'm speculating that she had an idea about what was going on, because even if nothing but the streets was talking, she had to have gotten wind of the fact that some people thought it was her grandson and some people thought it was her son that robbed her, and she did the shit on TV. You understand what I'm saying? I'm saying she had to, whatever all that could have meant to her in her mental space, she had to do that on TV. is some shit, ain't it? Every time I think about it, I think, Lord, you never know what people are going through. You just never know. And the whole while she's still running them restaurants. She's still caring about her family. She's still, going back and forth from state to state, making sure that her restaurants are going well. Still making sure that the chicken tastes good. That's something to think about. It really is. Okay, let's see. Andre had moved back to, this is interesting. Andre had moved back to Texas and was actually have been, let me take you back a minute. Apparently, according to police reports, Andre had been questioned, of course, about that robbery, right? And during that conversation, when he was questioned about the robbery, I heard several things. One was that he was so inebriated. He had been smoking a lot of weed, is one of the things I heard, that the police officer didn't want to finish the conversation with him. He didn't want to finish the interview and asked him to come back later and that he would finish the interview when he was sober. And that Andre agreed to that he went back to Texas and said that he would return for that interview. And one thing I heard, one article or YouTuber, I'm getting them mixed up. One of the things I heard was that he was going to take a lie detector test, but was killed 4 days later. So what that make y'all think? He was killed 4 days later. 4 days, this is from cheatsheet.com. 4 days after Montgomery's interview, he was gunned down outside of St. Louis residential building. Authorities and Miss Robbie always believed his murder was a setup. Tim Norman's alleged involvement in Andre Montgomery's murder linked to robbery, insurance policy, greed, and jealousy. So I think what the belief is that, or it looks like, let me say this, it looks like Tim knew something about that robbery, probably did the robbery, or knew that Andre knew something about, and believed that Andre knew something about what happened with that robbery, and had to get him off, had to pick him off before he went back for that real interview, real interview with the police officer, where he would be sober. Is that some bullshit or what? Let me read some of these comments. Corey said, the poor lady, she gave birth to a lineage of fucked up dudes. That's what I'm talking about. The thought of it just makes me ill. That's terrible for them to even consider doing anything to her. Greedy, cowardly punks. I hope that special needs grandbaby ends up okay. I hope so too, because yeah, I hope so too. I hope so too. Okay, so it said that the police initially suspected Norman's involvement is a result of his desire to collect life insurance money on Montgomery, but new information points to a more internal reason. Norman's friend and owner of the blog, now listen to this. Norman's friend and owner of the blog All About the Tea tells YouTube vlogger Tasha K that Norman was jealous of Montgomery's relationship with Miss Robbie. She claimed that though Miss Robbie looked to Norman to take Montgomery under his wing, Norman's envy of Montgomery's future and the support Miss Robbie showed Montgomery frustrated him. A lot of people mentioned that, right? A lot of folks said that they could see that, that he didn't seem to be, that he was jealous of that little boy, period. Point blank and period. So it looks like Corey was saying, doing all that Miss Robbie was doing, regardless of how much of a she is to her family and her community, those closest to her were not only closest to her, but those that came from her womb. Whether it was one or the other, we're destroying her. You know, that is some, you know, I don't even know what to say about it. I mean, all I can say is we really do need to pray for Miss Riley. I mean that, and the rest of the family, because she ain't the only one going through it. But I mean, we really do need to pray for Miss Robbie, and she, you know, she has fans for a reason. She's a very likable woman, and a very accomplished woman. You know, she's a what she has done is a beacon. You know, for she's a beacon for the community, and I mean the Black community as a whole. She's a beacon for women. She's a beacon for Black people. Tracy said it's usually family. Yeah, you know, but here's the other thing too, Tracy. When did we start picking each other off? I mean, that's that's some learned behavior. That's some learned behavior. That shit right there. Oh, so anyway, you all, you know, again, if you have any other information about it, please share it. I would love to have, I love to go over that. Again, I would like you to share the stream, please. I appreciate every one of y'all. It's 11:36, so we did pretty good. 6 minutes over, we did pretty good. I want to thank y'all for your contribution. I want to thank you all for sharing. I want to thank you all for hanging out with me. I want to thank you all for sharing your tea recipes. I appreciate that. So I have a giveaway. So maybe I'll just do it like I did last time. Let me think. Okay. So I'm gonna write a number down, and the person that gets closest to that number will get the gift. And I'm gonna tell you what the gift is. You know, y'all, if y'all didn't know, let me tell y'all what I like. Now, every gift won't be this, but I'm just gonna tell y'all what I like. I love earrings. I love mugs. I got more earrings than I can probably count, and more mugs. I love earrings and I love mugs. So I'm gonna give you all somebody a pair of these. These are from Kenya. They were made in Kenya by no, made in Kenya and brought to me by a girlfriend of mine. So I'm a Zeta, so I took the blue ones for myself. But I am going to gift a pair of these earrings. Aren't they pretty? I love them. I absolutely love them. I love them. So let me take this number. And if you're a gentleman and you're on here and you don't wear earrings, I don't know, you know, some men wear earrings too, but if you don't, matter of fact, because these are probably, honestly though, she's from Kenya and she bought them when she went home, but they are probably more than likely they are made by the Maasai people. And the Maasai brothers wear earrings, you know, and that's they've been doing that for, you know, eons. The Maasai brothers wear earrings and they wear them made out of these little beads right here. And then they wear the neck, you know, you may have seen them with, they'll have layers of these necklaces that are made out of these seed beads. So anyway, let me get this number on paper. We're going to do a number between 1 and 100. So the person close to this number will get them. So please put in the chat your number. All right, I see one coming up. Corey said, we're starting to assimilate white folks. Right. I can't imagine doing anything against my old people. I know that's right. If you want a chance at the Kenyan earrings, straight from the motherland, put a number in, please. Oh, me too. I know, Trace. Me too. Trace, do you remember that time? Let me tell you how ditzy I can be. Do you remember that time? You know what I'm ready to say, I bet. When I forgot how old I was, I thought I was a year older than I really was. Do you remember that? Tracy and I went to college together. I don't know if I was drinking then or what. But me and Tracy went to university together, undergrad. And we were on the phone one day, and I said something like, I don't know how old I was, but let's just say I was like, I'm 29 years old, you know. And Tracy said, huh? He was like, I ain't no 29, you 29. I said, I'm 20. I'm 29 years old. She said, you are not. And Tracy, I don't remember how this part happened, but I know I asked your mama. Your mother was in the room. And I think I know I was like, Miss Pat, do you remember that? Oh my God. Crazy as hell. Crazy as hell. All right. So I got 2 tries for the numbers. Anyone else? Anyone else? There are more people in the room. Can't be a month older than you. Right. And that's what your mama told me too. That's what she told me. Oh my God. It's hilarious. Thank the Lord for the village. You need somebody to pull you in when you're out in the atmosphere. All right. I only got 2 numbers in the chat. Anybody else? Anybody else? Going once, going twice. I see some more folk on here, but I don't see no numbers. Going once, going twice, and this is going the 3rd time. And so the number is for Tracy because she got 51, and the number is 64. Can y'all see that? So Tracy, that's you. That is you. So I will send you this pair. For real, I'm gonna send it, and I ain't gonna wait so long this time. Your coffee is in the mail. You will get it probably tomorrow or the day after. So that is our show. That is our show. I know. You know what, Tracy? I'm gonna look and see if I have red ones because Tracy is a Delta. I don't want to get you too excited, but if I do, I will send you red. Absolutely. You are very welcome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. So thank you all so much. That is our show. That is our show. I appreciate you. I want you to know it's been a blessing and a blast. Check out the other videos that I'm putting up. If you haven't checked them out, check them out and share. Like and share. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful night. Get some good sleep. Drink your tea and get really good sleep. And I will see you next week. Have any show ideas? Send them to me. Send them to me. Send them to me. Anything you want to rant about? Send them to me. Any topics, send them to me. And we will discuss them. We'll attack it next Wednesday night. Have a great rest of the week and a wonderful weekend. Love you to life.